These are the things that I needed to hear when I was in high school that no one was able to tell me. So hopefully I can tell some of you guys. The biggest thing that I needed to hear when I was in high school was that I was too young to give up on my dreams. For me personally, I grew up in a really small town, and the town that I grew up in, everyone was very similar. I would say I kind of always felt like a little bit of an outcast, like I never really fit in with any of the cliques or anything of that nature. I always felt driven to San Diego. Like there was something in my soul that just felt like there was a magnet to me in the city of San Diego, and it never made any sense. I knew that that is where I wanted to be, and there was no explanation. There's no reason why. At the same time, with knowing where I wanted to go, I felt like I was never going to be able to get out of high school. I felt like I was never going to be able to escape the traumas that I was enduring, the bullies, the schoolwork, the depression. There were so many things that were so heavy on my mind that I felt like I was never going to be able to escape. I genuinely felt like I was never going to be better. The most heartbreaking part was I felt like I was never going to be able to be truly happy. And no one could have told me otherwise, honestly. No one could have sat me down and told me, like in 4, 5, 6 years, you're gonna be happy and you're gonna be living your dreams. I don't think that I would have believed them. One of the most important things that I wish that I had known or that someone had told me is that it won't last forever. For me, high school felt like the longest 4 years of my entire life. High school felt like it was half of my life that I've lived so far. Like it was the longest experience ever. I wish that someone had told me more often that you will be happy. You will fall in love. You will find someone who will love you. You will be able to chase your dreams. You will be able to make them happen. They are real. I remember when I was 15, the future felt so far away. It felt like I was never going to make it out of high school. I never felt like I was going to escape. But I did. I made it out of my hometown. I made it to San Diego. I made it to where I woke up today and I was like, I am living my dream life. Every part of my day today was something that I have dreamed of. It's possible. I think one of the biggest things is just like trusting your intuition of where your heart tells you that you want to go. I think it's totally okay to want to stay home after high school. It's totally okay to do whatever it is, but it's important to just know how to listen to your heart. I don't think a lot of college counselors tell you that. They're not telling you to follow your heart. Your parents aren't telling you that. They're telling you to pick a good college, pick a good major that's gonna make you a lot of money. And I wish more people would have told me that none of that matters. The only thing that matters is following what you want. Imagining this dream life that you have for yourself as specifically as possible and figuring out the steps of how to get there. For me, I always knew that I wanted to move to San Diego. So I worked my ass off in high school to get great grades, to get really good test scores, to make sure that I had the best chance of getting into these schools. And I did it. And I have to say, I was not happy in high school. I was miserable. I didn't feel happy for honestly, I'm gonna say like 90% of high school. I was miserable. I fucking hated it. But I did the hard work to get to where I wanted to be. And I can say now, it was all worth it. All of it was worth it. I learned so much from everything in high school, from working really hard, from all of the bullies, from all of the cliques, from all of the things that I thought were the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. It isn't. I think one of the biggest things that is just hard for me is to just know how many people are in high school right now who feel like it's never going to get better, who are so depressed that every single day waking up and getting out of bed is the biggest struggle, and it feels impossible. And for those of you who are feeling that way, I want to say that you are not alone, and you are not crazy, and you are not going to feel like this forever. That is how I felt for the majority of high school. And now, I rarely feel like that. I mean, honestly, okay, there are some days where I'm like, I'm not feeling good today. But it is very, very rare. Very, very rare. You have to just, in some ways, just accept that high school and these things suck, but remember your dreams, remember your goals. Setting goals for your future is going to help you so much. Setting the little milestones of how to get there. Do I need to get an A in this science class? Do I need to get a 28 on my ACT? Do I need to go to office hours and learn how to be a better writer, asking my English teacher for help to write a good college essay? Are you doing everything that you can to set yourself up for success, even though it might suck, even though you might be miserable, even though your mental health might be in shambles? Are you able to listen to what your body is telling you that you need and following it, despite how hard it is? I think high school was such a hard time for me. High school was when I was still going through a lot of traumatic things in my family, and it's where I was having my first romantic relationships, having my first deep friendships, and struggling with interpersonal, communication. It was really, really tough. But I want to be able to give someone hope for their future, to remind you that it does get better, and those dreams that you have in your head that feel impossible are possible. And yeah, I don't know. I feel really passionate about this because I felt so alone for basically all of high school. So if anyone is watching this and is going through something where they feel like it's just not going to get better, or they don't know how to make their future dreams happen, you're not alone. Please message me, find me on Instagram, DM me, message me. I will respond. I want to be able to help. Life is too short to feel so bad, remembering that high school is only temporary. It's not gonna last forever, and remembering that you have got this. I believe in you. That being said, I feel like I just rambled for like 5 minutes, so I really have no idea. But I love you. If you've been this far, I'll see you next time. Bye! Also really fast, look at my girl outfit. Okay. Good night.